Hey guys, so I'm getting ready to create a 6x12 enlargement for our hike to the Hollywood Hills, and I'm kind of just debating between the two of these. I think that I'm going to be going with the one on the left hand side, but I was considering like the really strong sky. I think this one's the one on the left is a better photo. And it does provide more of a feel of what it was actually like because we were looking up at it, and I want to consider trying to put one of these in like a 2-inch square pocket in the middle, and I think that would look better than the blue sky. I'm also considering maybe instead doing like a cork circle, so we'll see, because the cork is more in the natural tones and like the browns and greens. So we'll see what I decide and end up doing, but I'm just getting ready to edit and print a few enlargements. I have some paper here from American Crafts, Jen Hadfield, with this Chasing Adventures. It's got little hikers on it, so I might use this as the other half of the 6x12 spread. I have a card. I'm debating using this because like is an exact replica of my actual photo, which I already have, but I bought this a really long time ago, so we'll see. I also have this sticker set from One Canoe 2, and it has this Take a Hike sticker on it, so I'm considering using that. Or I also have the sticker sheet from that girl set as well, so we'll see what I end up pulling out. This might be a little too bright and too busy, but we'll see what I find. Thanks. Alrighty, so starting my voiceover now, I am go ahead and decided to use the Adventure Girl style paper there, cut it down to a 6x12, and I'm starting to create a pattern in my album with my 6x12 like enlarged photos, where I'm adding a pattern paper to the front side, and I'm going to be going actually back into some layouts I've already done and adding in a few more just for more continuity, and I think it will help me keep my days looking a little separated as well. So far every time I've been trying to find one of these hearts from Ali Edwards, this one I tried to actually find like a bright pink one because there's a lot of pink in the pattern paper, but I didn't have any with the right sentiment. So I went with the one that is green. It actually pops pretty nicely, and it says yes on it, so nice and simple. It can mean a bunch of things. I always back these onto white paper. All of her clear plastic style die cuts, even though it has color, it's see-through, and I don't ever like the pattern poking through unless it's not on this kind of pattern with words and stuff. So I always back them on white paper so that it has a nice bright background. I use the photo corners because it blends in pretty well. I just fussy cut it out, and then I'm popping it up with some foam squares from Gina K. And then I'm grabbing this Studio Calico pink set of stickers, and I have something that's like about hiking, so it was perfect. So I just put a little word phrase at the bottom, and I'm about to call this part of the layout done. And then you'll see there, I started to notice that when I put the paper next to the photo there, the really bold black and white stripe on the other side shows through. So I will be changing something up with that later, that you'll see towards the end of the video. I couldn't make a decision yet on using that foam tag from the 2020 travel kit, so for now I just slid it inside, and I'm jumping into the divided page protector on the right. So I have some pictures of my friend and her dog on our hike that I was visiting, and I tried to get a variety of photos. I'm still struggling a little bit here with this. Like, I really like adding journaling, and filler cards are like my favorite thing. So I have one filler card there with like the let's take a hike, and right here what you can see I'm trying to do is figure out if I want the enlargement on the outside or the pattern paper on the inside of the spread. So I just kind of keep flipping it over to see what looks good. And coming up next, I'm going to be sharing a live Photoshop tutorial. Alright, so I want to show you guys a really quick photo editing technique in Photoshop that I learned recently on how to get rid of unwanted objects in your photos. So I was editing this photo for color, just boosting things a little bit, getting ready to crop it to 3x4, when then I noticed there's dog poop, and then this one's a rock. So I kind of laughed. I edited it all out, and then I realized a lot of people might not know this really simple technique. So I'm going to go up here to the lasso tool, and I'm going to just draw a really simple circle around. You can see the dots. So I'm going to go up here. Oops, I clicked out of Photoshop. Hold on one second. I'm going to go to Edit, and then something called Content Aware Fill. And then it's going to highlight the area around it. What it's doing is looking for parts of the photo near that area that I've circled to duplicate and get rid of it. So I'm going to click OK, and now you can see that the dog poop is completely gone, and it just looks like the dirt around it. It actually looks like it duplicated this part with this rock here, but you would never know that looking at the photo. So I'm actually going to do the same thing again with this little rock, just because I don't think that it needs to be there. Sorry, I'm trying to do this while looking through my phone. I'm going to click OK. Boom, rock is gone. You can go crazy with this. You can do it with like pimples on your face. Like if I wanted to, I could get rid of this rock over here. I'm not super worried about it, but like I said, I just thought it was a really simple, easy technique to use that might come in handy for people who don't know how to remove things. Alright, so just finishing up some embellishments on this layout here. I decided on the upper photo to add some word phrase stickers to the top right hand corner to help balance out that pink filler card, because it's very bright and the rest of the photo is like blues and greens. And I think it looks cute. I just, needed to put something there. Otherwise, it was a very, very plain layout. So I have actually 4 stickers. Usually I stick with 3, but I did a pink, a black, a white, and then a very small green one that says Explore. And then while I was looking at that sticker sheet, I was looking for something else for an upcoming idea I had. But jumping to the left-hand side of the layout there, I decided to use one of the topographic map style geotags that's in the 2020 collection from Ali Edwards. And I decided that instead of putting it on the inside of the page protector, I'm going to put it on the outside with red line tape. And the reason I decided to do that was because, 1, I just thought it would look cool, but 2, I wanted to use that fabric circle on the outside because that has a really cool texture, and I just thought it would kind of be neat to have it on the outside instead of on the inside. But whenever I do that, I like things to be super secure. So what I'm doing here is I added one little piece of red line tape in the center just to position it. I could have done this outside of the, like off to the right hand side or not even on the page protector at all, but then I'm just using my paper piercer to help me line up the fabric sticker that's going to go on top, and then I peel it off and add more red line tape so that it's a little bit more secure than just that one little square, because I don't want it to go like flying off if someone's touching it. So I'm just getting that stuck down, and I'm actually really happy with how this layout is coming together. It's really bright and fun and simple. And so here, right here at the end, you can see I was addressing that black and white stripe paper issue. So I cut a thin piece of 6x12, like extra, it's not really like cardstock I would normally scrapbook with. It's like one of those liners that comes in a page protector. I save those for projects like this where I need something that's white paper, and I had to line the whole thing because that black and white stripe was just so bold. It showed through in the sky of my photo. So I'm just trimming a little bit off the end so that everything matches up and looks good. And then I'll be just sliding everything back into the page protector. So, like I said, really happy with how this came out. Thanks so much for watching.